Greetings and welcome back once again. This is Amula Yisrael, Soulonomics 101 review. If you remembered last year, I did the review on the Underground when it first premiered, and so much has happened since this time. And the Underground premiered again yesterday, March the 8th, and I am here as a second season watcher. Why I'm very interested in this is part of the Lev Project, and so this is in conjunction with the Lev Project, which is an ongoing project for us to get more understanding about this portion of history that a lot of people tend to look away now. If you have been anywhere this week, you would have known that Ben Carson, Dr. Ben Carson, in his speech to the Department of Housing and Urban Development, said something that everybody jumped on him. They said that he said that immigrants came here on the bottoms of slave ship, and that again it reverberated all throughout the blogosphere, the traditional news media, and everybody's up in arms saying this brother, he should not be allowed to speak. What is funny, and I think I'm going to leave that in the box, is that and this is right in line with Underground. I spoke last year because I've been getting heavily into this for like the last 2 years or so. And I spoke last year that, myself included, at the time had a high level of ignorance as it relates to slavery. You're not taught these things. And so when I said it last year in my zeal for everyone to learn, I said that all quote unquote black people are not qualified to speak about slavery. And at the time, there was like a big backlash and people calling me coon and name calling and this, that, and the third. 1 year to date. That's what I just have to tell you guys. 1 year to date. Ben Carson makes the comments and everybody's saying he's not qualified to speak about slavery. I say that to say when we see things like The Underground, Roots Revisited, Ernestine's, Django, all of these movies, a lot of research has to go into these movies. And when we take these movies for the totality of slavery, we do ourselves and our foreparents an injustice. So back to Underground, I like to give a lot of pretext and context to the conversation. If you're just coming to Underground to have your history lesson, that should not be the reason why you're coming to Underground. You should be coming to Underground to substantiate some of the things that you have already studied and learned, to see whether or not they're leaning on creative license or if they're telling truths that they may have read through the annals of time. So, I mean, it was a different vibe. I'm not sure, maybe things have changed, but it was a different vibe. So I was trying to kind of find my way back in it. In the scene, Ernestine, she's struggling. Actually the season ended last year when the mistress drives up and drops her off at the slave auction. And so she was apprised of her past master, who she was also his bed companion, and the mistress was very aware of this and indifferent for this fact. And according to her, the reason that she dropped her off and left her was because Ernestine was a mother to her children. Understand, there was a lot of jealousy in the household of the European woman towards the slave mistress, the slave, even though in the mind of the slave they were in a better position. So it's kind of like the oppressed oppressing the oppressed. And so I was trying to kind of find my rhythm in this. They did bring back the sister who Ernestine killed in the last series, because she felt like she was going to give them up, so to say, and allow her children to be caught. And so I was just kind of catching up. I was looking at the reactions of some people, which I guess I would share. I think they're watching it more like a teledrama as opposed to a historical reference or a narrative, a recreation. And so I'm not really having the same responses that a lot of people are having. Like, this is not a soap opera, you know what I mean? This is people's real life. And so but yeah, I just did find one thing I did want to say as related to Ernestine, I think she's the one who stuck out to me in this particular review, is that she now falls into this place where she's miserable. She's in an abusive space. The man, he says he didn't want to eat any more rice, and she says, well, don't eat the rice, in a kind of smart, sarcastic way, in which a lot of people say black women, so-called black women, have. And he takes out his frustration because he can't take it out on the taskmaster. This is the melanated man that she's with. He turns around and slaps her. And I thought that was an opportunity for us to see that transference of indifference. A lot of times it wasn't so raw and in your face. When the man goes out, we're not really seeing all that he endures, and then when he comes home and his indifferences. But in this scene, she was right there. She saw him being belittled. She saw him being treated as less than, and then it kind of connected all the dots for me. So that's my update on Underground. Noah was gonna get hung and all of those things. But I guess I'll come back and speak about those things more. I kind of wanted to keep this review short. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and check out the other reviews and talk again. One.